Let's continue our discussion on computer networks. We have already learned that a network means the interconnection of computers. So here on the screen you can see how computers can be connected in different ways in a network. The simplest one is the first one, point-to-point network, wherein the two computers are connected to each other. The way by which the computers are connected to each other is called as network type topology. Let us see each one in detail. Bus topology. Bus topology is a network type in which every computer and network device is connected to a single cable, and that single cable is the backbone of this network. This network has the main backbone line. This is also called as the bus through which the data is passing, and so this is called as the bus topology, wherein the nodes are the computers or the devices that are connected in the network, and the backbone through which to which all the nodes are connected. It transmits the data from one end to another in a single direction. No bidirectional feature is in bus topology. That means the data can transfer only in one direction. There is no two-way traffic. Advantages: if there are n devices connected to each other in a bus topology, then the number of cables required to connect them is 1, which is known as the backbone cable, and n drop lines are required. That means you can connect any number of nodes to this main backbone cable, and so the cost of the cable is less as compared to any other topology, but it can be useful only for a small network. The problem with this topology is if the common cable fails, then the whole system will crash down. That is, the backbone cable, if it breaks, the whole system will be down. And if there is information passed by all the nodes or many nodes in the network, the traffic will be very heavy. In a ring or circular topology, as you can see, the nodes are connected to a ring. As you can see from the picture itself, here all the nodes are acting as the host. In this topology, a ring of connecting devices is formed, and if the information has to be passed from one node to the other node or one station to the other station, it has to pass in only one direction through this ring. What is the advantage of this topology is the possibility of collision is minimum, because information is passing in only one direction, and it is very cheap to install. If you want to add more nodes, it is easy to expand the network. But the problem is, if any node or if anything is not working properly in the network, it is very difficult to troubleshoot, and addition of station in between or removal of station can disturb the whole topology. That means the reason is the nodes in the ring topology, they know which is the other computer next to it and which will be on the following to it. And if you want to add one more node to this network, then it has to be informed to all the nodes that are there in the network, and so it disturbs the whole topology. A star network, here all the systems are connected together to a hub. Now here you can see, in a star topology, all devices are connected to a single hub through a cable, and this hub is the central node and all other nodes are connected to the central node. Now the hub can be passive in nature, that is not an intelligent hub such as broadcasting devices. At the same time, hub can be intelligent Also, active hubs have repeaters in them. That means what? The data, if it is sent from one system to the other system in a star topology, and if it loses its signal strength, then you can have repeaters in between that can amplify the signal and send them to the destination. Advantages: if n devices are connected to each other in a star topology, then the number of cables required to connect them is n. So it is easy to set up. If you want to add more devices, you can add the device directly to the hub. Each device requires only one port to connect to the hub, whereas the hub requires the n number of port to connect n number of systems to it. The problem with this topology is, if the concentrator or the hub on which the whole topology relies, if it fails, then the whole system crashes down. The cost of installation of this kind of topology is very high, and the performance is based on the performance of the hub. And so this hub is the leader in this topology. Mesh topology, as you can see from the picture itself, each computer is connected to each device in the network is connected to all other devices in the network, and so they are directly connected to each other. So let us see what is a mesh topology. In a mesh topology, each device is connected to the other device via a particular channel. The advantages: it is robust. Fault is diagnosed easily. If there is any problem in the network anywhere, you can find out very easily from this. And data is reliable. That means even if one channel is not properly working, the data from one device can reach the other device through some other channel also, because each device is connected to all other devices in the network, and so the data is not lost, data is reliable, and it provides security and privacy of the data. But the disadvantages or the problems with this topology are: installation and configuration is highly difficult, cost of laying the cables is also too high, and moreover the maintenance is also very high. Tree topology. A tree topology is a combination of a star network topology and a bus topology. In tree topology, the nodes of the underlying bus network topology are replaced with complete star topology. The advantages of this topology are: scalable, as leaf nodes can accommodate more nodes in the hierarchical chain. That means what? If you have a node, in this node means the device that is connected here in the network. Now in this node you have another two nodes, and from this node you are having another two devices, and so you have a bus channel as well as you have a star network here, and it forms just like a hierarchy. So if data has to be transmitted, it has to follow the rules of the hierarchy. If the node 4, for example, wants to send the information to node 6, it has to pass through node 2, node 1, then node 3, and then to node 6. That means the hierarchy has to be followed. And the most important advantage of this topology is it is easy to maintain such topology, and if there is any fault in the network, it can be easily found out. The problem is huge cabling is required, a lot of maintenance is required, and as we told in a bus topology, here also the backbone forms the point of failure. That means if there is any problem with the backbone, the whole network will be down. Here the backbone is our node 1. If it fails, the whole network will be dropped. Now, hybrid topology. As the word says, hybrid is a combination of one or more topologies that we saw till now. And so, this topology is a collection of two or more topologies which are described till this slide. This is a scalable topology which can be expanded easily. It is reliable, but at the same time it is more costly. And so, hybrid topology is the one that has got all the advantages and disadvantages of all the single topologies that we saw till now. We shall see with a new topic in the next session. Till then, bye.